In a time when fear ruled the land and cries of suffering rose like smoke from the earth, God was already moving quietly, faithfully, invisibly, shaping deliverance within the smallest of hands. A baby in a basket, a river of danger, and a God whose protection could not be stopped. Exodus chapter 2 verses 1 to 4. Now a man of the tribe of Levi married a Levite woman, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. When she saw that he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. The story of Moses did not begin with thunder or miracles, but with a whispered courage born in the heart of a mother. For Pharaoh's command had gone out like a dark wind across Egypt, ordering that every Hebrew baby boy be thrown into the Nile. A river meant to sustain life now turned into an instrument of death. And yet, even there, God's protection flowed stronger than fear. A man from the tribe of Levi married a woman of the same lineage, and in their humble home, beneath the shadow of oppression, a child was born. And when his mother looked upon him, she saw more than a baby. She saw something good, something chosen, something worth risking everything for. For 3 months she hid him, silencing his cries with love and prayer, listening constantly for approaching footsteps, knowing that discovery meant death, yet believing somehow that God's hand was upon her son. When hiding him was no longer possible, when danger pressed too close, she made a choice that felt like surrender but was in truth an act of radical faith. She wove a basket from reeds, sealing it with tar and pitch, crafting not a coffin but a vessel of hope, placing her child inside as gently as one might place a prayer before God. And she carried him to the edge of the Nile, the very river meant to destroy him, trusting that the God who gives life could also guard it there. She set the basket among the reeds, not sending her son away but entrusting him forward, while his sister Miriam stood at a distance, watching with a heart pounding between fear and faith, and the river flowed on, unaware that it now carried the future of a nation. At just the appointed moment, Pharaoh's daughter came down to bathe, royalty stepping into the waters of God's unfolding plan, and she noticed the basket, heard the cry of the child, and something within her stirred, compassion rising where cruelty had ruled. She knew at once this was a Hebrew baby, marked for death by her father's decree. Yet her heart chose mercy over law, love over fear, and as she opened the basket, looked into the child's eyes, God's protection crossed boundaries of power and bloodlines. The very household that ordered destruction would now become shelter. And as the princess wondered what to do, Miriam stepped forward with brave wisdom beyond her years, offering a solution shaped by God's providence, asking if she might find a Hebrew woman to nurse the child. So Moses' own mother was called, paid to raise the very son she had entrusted to God, holding him again with tears of gratitude and awe, knowing that every moment was borrowed grace, and she named him Moses, meaning drawn out. For he had been drawn out of the water, drawn out of death, drawn into destiny. Though one day he would walk the halls of Pharaoh's palace, clothed in privilege yet marked by calling, his life began not in safety but in surrender, not in strength but in trust, and through it all God's protection never wavered, unseen yet undeniable, weaving courage, compassion, and timing into a rescue so precise that centuries later it would still echo with meaning, reminding us that God protects those he loves not always by removing danger, but by walking through it with purpose, that he hides deliverance in unlikely places, that he turns rivers of fear into pathways of salvation. Even now, when we look back over our own lives, we can see the baskets he has carried us in, the moments we were shielded without knowing, guided without seeing, spared in ways only heaven remembers, and the same God who guarded a child in the reeds still watches over us today, inviting us to trust His protection even when the waters feel deep. For no decree of darkness can undo a destiny written by God, and no fear can drown a life held in His hands. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share to help others grow in faith.